right. Hi, I'm Tara Dublin from Occupy Democrats, and I am sitting with Fred Guttenberg.
Hey, Tara.
How you doing, Fred?
Hanging in.
All right, we are here because we want to expand the Supreme Court. This is the Just Majority bus tour. We are actually right now, where are we? We're in White Plains, New York. Fred just got off a plane. If you don't know Fred Guttenberg, his daughter Jamie was killed in the Parkland shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School and has turned his grief into activism. It's a life that I think is just unimaginable for most of us. And Fred, if you could just give us a moment and just speak to your experiences with how people have behaved towards you. I've seen such terrible treatment of people online in the wake of every school shooting, every mass shooting, where we just get empty thoughts and prayers and there's no activism, there's no action. And so you've taken the unimaginable and you've channeled that rage and grief into trying to protect America's children, is the way I see it. So if you could just speak to your personal experience on this, on a journey that no parent should ever have to take.
Listen, people, for the most part, have actually been incredibly good and decent. It's the reason I stand here over 5 years later and still have hope. But there is an evil element out there. There are evil, indecent people who, not only on Twitter, but via email and every other format, make sure they let me know how much they dislike what I'm doing. And so my only message to them is, the day my daughter died, I lost the ability to actually give a crap over what they think. I just don't. I lost the ability to have any fear over perceived threats. You can't hurt me anymore. That's reality. So when those people do what they do, and you've seen me do this on Twitter, if it's worthy enough, I'm gonna share it for others to see, because I think it's good for America to know who you are. But I truly don't care about them.
That's great. That's great. And so what do you want Congress to hear you say on this day when you're going to stand up in front of the media? We're going to talk about expanding the Supreme Court. How can we get the message out that it is vitally important to pass stricter gun reform when we have such an unbearable obstruction from the other side, when they care more about their bank accounts than preserving the lives of American children, when now gun violence is the #1 cause of death of American children?
So I look at everything now in the context of what would be Jamie's 20-year life. Jamie would be 20 years in July. And if you go back 20 years ago to 2003, we had about 200 million weapons in America. Now we have over 400 million. We've more than doubled. Back in 2003, AR-15 sales were under 2% of all weapons sold in America. Now they're 25%. Those are the only two things you need to know about understanding gun violence in America. So here's the thing. My new book, American Carnage, comes out this week. It takes on every lie and every myth that brought us to the place where we are today. I want Congress to know that if you were part of voting for this, you're part of the con that brought us to this place. If you're part of doing something to save lives and reduce gun violence, we will continue to vote for you. But if you're not, come 24, we're gonna fire you.
That's absolutely right.